It is time now for the Pure Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Monday night, November 28, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I are 11 o'clock late night news and on Top Radio. 11 hour on this late Monday night is a smiling-born Ohio student. A smiling-born Ohio State student crashed a vehicle in a pedestrian on the Columbus campus on Monday. Then slashed shooters with a butcher knife before being fatally shot by a university police officer, authorities said. Representative Tom Press was last week at the Trump Tower Manhattan as the Secretary of Human Health Services. Mr. Press would be responsible for the department and annual budget of more than $1 trillion. Washington Senator Bob Corker meeting with President Donald Trump in New York Tuesday as Trump continues to ponder his choice of the Secretary of State. Well, his threat by Trump to close door reopens his old wounds in Cuba. AT&T is taking a DirecTV satellite service acquired 2 years ago to web with a new streaming service as consumers can subscribe to various levels of DirecTV Now, which launches on Wednesday to stream 60 to 120 plus channels started at $35. Representative Darrell is a well-known Obama administration Trump is the only one in re-election in the 7th California congressional seat. Forces orders President Bush shot Assad officer on the top of the building of Village Lebanon on Monday during an assault to be taken state from rebel fighters says for Bush shot Assad, winners during the war may lead to new troubles. Also Iraq, they kept the clinic in Humvees and beat cars, prison and pain on Fabian Semina. Iraqi Special Forces soldier is body gutted in an explosion. After a phone call between Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin days after the U.S. election, Russia media buzzed that Putin might host Trump this winter to kick off what the Kremlin discovers as strengthened and further to normalize ties. Kampala, Uganda. Rights group on Monday urged Ugandan security forces to show the restraint as they violently cracked down on the terrible military in the Wimbo area near Congo. Lakota sees the protest at the last end of the way at the laughing environment protesters to trigger a long cold winter even as the federal local officials prepare the victim. Kellyanne Conway, a senior ambassador to President-elect Donald Trump on Monday at Trump Tower when he's upset someone. They know it, she said. In Atlanta, federal judge Monday granted Dylan Nesbitt's request to present himself Lady Graham's trial, charged to killing 9 African church parishioners in North Charleston, South Carolina. Albuquerque, Mexico, expressed could dismiss a second-degree murder charge on Monday against 1 of 2 former Albuquerque police officers charged in shooting the death of a homeless man that was captured in a police video set up protests. Tri-County Regional Vocational High School offers quality programs for students who want to pursue careers ranging from employment and electricity to energy and like career minded students across Massachusetts. Not every teen who wants to enroll can get in. Last year, the school received over 400 applications, 312 in the incoming freshman class. Superintendent Stephen Duffray said, with 50 students eventually on the waiting list. Those students make up just a small fraction of the 3,200 students statewide currently on the waiting list for admission to the public vocational technical schools, according to a new study by the Mass Budget and Policy Center. That appeals about hands-on learning, as well as the prospect of education that can lead to higher paying career, as the increase in the popularity of the vocational schools in the recent years, but so far, the state is not able to meet the demand. Our kids like the project-oriented learning, and we have adjusted in the cost 6 hours a day, according to upgrade. North River police are investigating 2 break-ins at a power equipment company last month for looking for help in the found suspects. Norton, the daring young man in the TV commercial, jumps over the walls and spins, but the air seems the greatest of ease as sort of Spider-Man sweatband as Norton Temple stars the TV commercial. Annabelle, photos of a dead, diseased, and disfiguring the 9 animals at the Westport Tenant Farm were recently released because of a court case in the North. Second, anyone who sees them, local animal activist said. Annabelle, the city's rainy day fund, also known as Simulation Account, continues to grow. Mansfield and Newland completed $2 million on reconstruction roads and the intersection in the North End is already paying dividends and early access for vehicles and more parking shops, which is easier, officials said. Annabelle, there are no Christmas parade in this year, but the season will be celebrated in the city at the Caper Park on Saturday. Boston, Congressman Stephen Lynch is back in Ohio. Representative Tim Brown's campaign in the seat, Nancy Pelosi is House Democratic leader. The Boston Democrats said on Monday he respects Pelosi, but believes Democrats need to change direction and wanted to focus on gaining the trust of hard-working American families who are the party's traditional base. The former ironworker says believes that right understands the plight of American workers who can help the party. Winning the back of the support of what Lynch just covered the lunch bucket Democrats who have struggled to raise families but haven't raised in a long time. Boston bailsmen revoked the man accused of stealing from a shrine to Roman Catholic saint who made many pray for the return of lost and stolen things. Black Friday 2016 winning the biggest U.S. online sales day didn't even last long. Well, 3 days to be exact. That's because Cyber Monday expected $3.39 billion in online sales according to the latest statistics from Adobe. The background for the European ministers will be focused across financial markets Tuesday as the Oracle attempts to strike a deal that will align once more change to strategy in a new world energy order. Set. Time according to Williams get things front from him. The stocks now. Drop 54.24 points at 19,997.98. SP5 down 11.63 points at 201.72, and NASDAQ down 3.11 points at 5,368.81. Santa's record biggest ever cold down on Australia's Great Barrier. After 12 years of touring in the Saturn system, that's it. Cassini's spacecraft entered a new orbit, and one of the take a probe up to close to the planet's famous rings. The largest German crab on the planet cannot help but to attract speculation and curiosity. The Indo-Pacific creatures have been blamed double seafest, skimming off with Iran's bones. Texas reported a local transmitted case of the Zika virus on Monday, making it the second largest U.S. state believed to have mosquitoes that spread the disease. A new HIV vaccine that now being tested in South Africa has said the name is in the world several thousand people. Official announced today. A 3 million men took on the test for the Sunday draw, trenched to the disease that is killing them, pulmonary fibrosis. Peter Jones' time is now 11:06 p.m. on this late Monday night. Taking a look at New England Insular Sport in Manchester, New Hampshire at 15 Stop Wheel Street at Upper Basin Lot. There was a motor accident vehicle into the wall. Peter Jones' time is now 11:06 p.m. on this late Monday night, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's imitate where subway system is looking good on the commuter rail. Worcester trade 5:30 at 10:30 p.m. from South Station. Spinning operate 5 means the schedule between Yawkey and Worcester Union Station. And on the ferries, they are looking good. All right, some highways and byways of New England on this late Monday night. Study off in New York City, where FDR driving the northbound side, back to the east side after Queensborough Bridge. FDR driving the northbound side, also Williamsburg Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge in the eastbound side, that's a low soul. FDR drive southbound side, low swan. West side highway and first lane up lower tip of Manhattan. 270 westbound side, backed up from Brooklyn Bridge to 478. 470 in the northbound side, it is backed up on the Brooklyn stretch. Long Expressway, westbound side, it is backed up from Brand 678 out in Queens. 670 in both ends is backed up in Frog Zet. 87 in the southbound side, it is backed up just around Route 95 in the Bronx. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow on Guilford Stretch. 95 on the northbound side, back on Bridgeport. 95, 84 eastbound side, it is a little slow after Route 7 in Denbury. Highways and byways, banana. Looking good. 79 on the southbound side, a little slow on Fallbrook Stretch. 91 on the northbound side, backed up 57 and 291 in Springfield. 291 on the northbound side, it is backed up after Interstate 91 up in Springfield. And 120 on the northbound side, is backed up to Route 2 in Lexington. Highways and byways, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine on. Looking good. Interstate Ottawa 59, the northbound side, it's backed up after the Canadian border up in Quebec, headed towards Montreal, and Interstate 8 on the westbound side, it is backed up after the Surrey, and Schenectady headed towards Calgary. Peter Children's time is now 11:08 on this late Monday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Time now for a weather report for. Here's the dense fog possible during Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. Alright, 7-day forecast, it goes like this. For tonight, forecast about 21 degrees. Calm wind. For Tuesday, rain may after 9 a.m. Then rain may every time. Serious fog after 2 p.m. 156 degrees. Calm wind coming in southwestern 5 to 9 miles an afternoon. Wind goes high. 21 miles an hour. Chance to this 100%. New percent between a quarter and 9 inches possible for Tuesday. Rain and possibly a thunderstorm before 1 a.m. And a slight rain between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Thunderstorm between rainfall. Areas of fog before 2 a.m. Then areas of fog after 3 a.m. Low around 44 degrees. And south about 5 to 10 miles coming. Live morning and evening. Winds goes high. 22 miles an hour. Chance to 1%. New percent between 12 and 3/4 inch possible for Wednesday, rain after 2 p.m. Areas of fog before 11 a.m. Either 58 degrees and cold wind becoming in these winds 6 miles and afternoon precipitation 8%. New percent between half and a quarter inch possible for Wednesday night, rain before 4 a.m. Patch fog after 8 p.m. Low around 47 degrees and east with about 8 miles of the south midnight. Just precipitation 9%. Thursday, slight chance of rain before 7 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Put that's about 56 degrees and just precipitation 12%. Thursday night, podcast about 35 degrees. For Friday, most of the day podcast about 49 and 32 degrees. Saturday, most of the podcast about 45 about 29 degrees. And for Sunday, most of the about 42 degrees. And for Sunday night, jet snow, most guys got about 32 degrees and just picture 30%. And for Monday, jet rain, snow, podcast got about 44 degrees and just picture 40%. Currently in Dalton, it's 23 degrees of fair sky, humidity of 88%. And here in Nottingham, it is a fair skies, and we have a temperature of 25 degrees, humidity 99%, and out in Mansfield, 26 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news, and it's late Monday night, November 20th, 2016. Pretty sure we'll good night. When I get positive, and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the morning. I hope you have a good night.